All right, we're out here today with the old Ford tractor that is getting taken apart. My plan for this video is to get the front end of this thing stripped off. We're going to take the parts we don't want, which I'm going to swap out these hubs and spindles with my other Ford tractor because I like the other hubs better. It's got the regular 6-bolt flange and the spindle or whatever you call that. It's tighter on the other tractor, so we're just going to pull these off. I'm hoping, I've had these bolts out, so I know that I can get them out. We'll see if we can get this one loose, and we'll just take this whole elbow or whatever you call it off and swap it with the one on the other tractor. And then, since we're not going to be using this engine anymore, we'll try to get these 4 bolts out that are in here, 4 or 6 or however many there are, get those out, and then we'll just take the whole front I-beam off, roll it out of the way. Then we'll pull the motor off and just have the transmission and rear axle, so we can, once we get our adapter plate, we can bolt it in there and have it ready to go. Well, that didn't go quite as planned. These bolts, I assume, have some sort of bushing in there to keep the front end tight. They did not want to come out. I got the nuts off the bottom, but the bolt wouldn't budge. So when I had the front end jacked up and I took these off, because I figured I could just swap those over too, the pin was loose in the front, so we've got a little bit of play there. You couldn't really tell when it was on the tractor because these radius arms or whatever they're called, they kept it pretty tight. So I'm gonna look into getting a new pin for this or I might just swap the whole front axle and axle mount over from the other tractor, because it'd probably be just as easy to take these 6 bolts out around there and then the 2 bolts on each radius arm. Because for the other tractor that's only going to be going normal tractor speeds, that's probably good enough. But front end of the tractor is now suspended on the blocks back there, so we'll go ahead and get everything else disconnected, a little bit of wiring and throttle linkage and stuff like that, and then we can pull this motor off of here and we'll have a disabled tractor in the front yard. How nice. Got the starter unhooked. I went ahead and unhooked the throttle linkage from here. I'm hoping that'll slide forward with the motor. When it comes off, now I just got to get in here and disconnect this red wire and this wire, which, ta-da, is done. That's the only 2, I believe, that go to the engine. Probably for the ballast resist. That's the ballast resistor and something for the alternator. I'm going to take these bolts out for the exhaust, and this oil line will come off here, or I might just take it off up there, because obviously I'll make a new line for the other engine. easy. Okay, exhaust is gone. I believe everything's disconnected. Got the old farm all backed up here with a pallet, so whenever we get it unbolted, I'll back it under there and take the weight off of it, because I feel like it'll be easier to do it that way than with my boom pole. So while I got it up here, I got to use a wrench and get these bottom bolts out, because they're kind of hard to get at. Then I'll take most of them loose, and then I'll probably back the tractor back under here and let it support the weight so we don't have any issues. Maybe try to build some legs on it so it don't turn over. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We'll bring it back once I got the tractor backed under there and all the excitement happens. Well, that went a lot smoother than I thought. And that's what the back of it looks like, I suppose. And here's the inside of the transmission bell housing. This is our auxiliary transmission there. So that's pretty cool. Drop bearing looks pretty good, actually. It's very smooth, so might not need a new one of those whenever we go to do this swap on here. But now I can get in here and clean all this gunk out, and might do a little looking on this transmission in here and see if I can figure out which one it is. If you can tell by looking, just let me know. It appears to only have this position here, and then this is neutral, and then that is the other position. So not sure. Does make the tractor go fast though, so that's all I know so far. All right, now that we got the motor off, I went ahead and pulled the clutch off just because I wanted to look at it, because this tractor had a problem with the clutch sticking. Every once in a while it would work fine, but most of the time it was stick. And the clutch is really wet with oil, so I'm wondering if it maybe just swole up a little bit in there and it wasn't able to release. The pressure plate seemed like all the springs were working on it and everything, so I'm gonna guess it was probably oil saturated. Everything in the other end looks good. So now we're gonna get this motor setting down on the ground off this tractor, and Probably have to wait a little while till the adapter plate gets in so I can start mocking up everything else. I might go ahead and start cleaning, you know, maybe painting, maybe. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for now, and thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one when we can start putting the motor on the front of the tractor.